Imagine holding a nickel worth thousands, and not even knowing it. Right now, in October 2025, incredibly valuable Jefferson nickels are in circulation, just waiting to be found. These rare treasures have shocked collectors with unbelievable prices and could be hiding in your pocket change right now. Are you ready to hunt for the hidden fortunes inside America's most familiar 5-cent coin?
Number 1. Imagine holding a simple 5-cent coin that looks ordinary at first glance but hides a secret so powerful it can stop a collector in their tracks and change the course of a collection forever. This is not just any nickel. This is the ultra-rare and most valuable 1943 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the capital letter P mint mark on the reverse. A wartime treasure that every serious collector wants to find and every dealer wants to own. During World War II, the United States Mint made a bold change to the composition of the Jefferson nickel to conserve nickel for military use, producing the famous wartime or silver nickels from late 1942 through 1945. These coins were struck in an alloy that included silver, giving them a distinct look and a permanent place in American numismatic history as symbols of ingenuity and sacrifice during a global crisis. The design of the coin is instantly familiar, and yet uniquely important for 1943 examples with the P mint mark on the reverse above Monticello. The obverse carries the dignified portrait of Thomas Jefferson that collectors admire, and the reverse shows Monticello with a prominent capital P above the dome. This P is historically significant because it marked the Philadelphia Mint's first use of its mint mark on the Jefferson nickel series, making this piece both a design milestone and a wartime icon. Collectors prize the 1943 P Monticello Jefferson nickel for more than its silver content. Condition is the decisive factor that separates routine survivors from career-making discoveries. Coins with strong strikes, full steps on the Monticello building, and original luster are extremely scarce and command extraordinary attention in the market because they deliver the visual perfection and historical integrity that advanced collectors demand. Every coin enthusiast should understand how dramatically condition drives value for this issue, because even slight differences in detail can mean the difference between a modest sale and life-changing money. High mint state examples, especially those that exhibit full steps on Monticello and deep, original surfaces, are the variants that consistently attract top bids from serious collectors, dealers, and institutions who recognize both rarity and pedigree when discussing value. The 1943 P Monticello Jefferson nickel has produced headline results that prove its desirability to the collecting community. These market prices reflect real competition for the finest surviving pieces and show that the best examples are not merely valuable but historically significant investments that collectors fiercely pursue. If you find or already own one of these breathtaking nickels, take deliberate steps to maximize its auction potential and realize top dollar. First, obtain professional authentication and grading from an industry leader such as PCGS or NGC to confirm authenticity and grade, because certified coins consistently sell for far higher prices than raw specimens. Next, invest in high-resolution photographs taken with raking light to highlight strike quality and Monticello steps, and prepare a clear provenance statement if one exists to enhance buyer confidence. When selling online, consider major numismatic auction houses and specialized platforms that attract serious bidders. Consignment to a leading auction house will expose your coin to experienced bidders and professional marketing, while reputable online marketplaces can work if you present certification, superb images, and a fair reserve. Always package with professional insurance and tracked shipping, and prefer payment methods that protect both seller and buyer to maximize trust and final sale price. For viewers who love precise numbers and verifiable results, here are the highest verified real auction prices for this coin and where they occurred. A Mint State 68 full steps example graded by PCGS sold for $14,687.50 at Legend Rare Coin Auctions. An MS 67 plus uncirculated example was reported sold for $1,234 through Gainesville Coins. And a rare overdate variety, the 1943/2P overdate Jefferson nickel graded PCGS Mint State 67, fetched $16,675 at Heritage Auctions. The 1943 P Monticello Jefferson nickel is more than a collectible object. It is a tangible piece of American history that carries wartime innovation, design, firsts, and the thrill of the hunt in every crisp detail. Whether you are a dedicated numismatist or a newcomer to the hobby, this coin is a shining example of how historical significance and condition combine to create dramatic market demand and unforgettable discoveries. Keep searching your change jars, your old coin folders, and your family inheritances, because treasures like the 1943 P. Monticello Jefferson nickel still surface and transform ordinary collections into extraordinary legacies. If you suspect you have one, act promptly to authenticate, grade, and present it properly for sale so you can capture the full excitement and value that this remarkable wartime nickel commands in today's market.
Number 2. Imagine finding a coin in your loose change that could be worth thousands of dollars. A small piece of metal that hides a story of rarity, history, and immense collector value. The 2004 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the P Mint mark is one of those mysterious treasures that has stunned collectors across the United States. Many people have spent this coin without realizing it could be a hidden gem worth a fortune. Today, we are going deep into the incredible story, unique design, and surprising value of this ultra-rare Jefferson nickel that continues to rise in demand year after year. The 2004 Jefferson nickel holds a special place in American coin history because it marked the beginning of the Westward Journey series, celebrating the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition. This series brought a completely new look to the nickel after decades of the same Monticello design. However, among the coins minted that year, the 2004 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the P Mint mark became a standout due to rare die varieties, sharp detail, and limited pristine survivors from the Philadelphia Mint. Its connection to one of the most patriotic and historical redesigns in modern U.S. coinage adds to its legendary appeal. What makes this coin even more captivating are its unique features. On the obverse, you will see the forward-facing portrait of President Thomas Jefferson, updated with more lifelike detail that gives the coin a modern yet classic appearance. The reverse proudly displays the iconic Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, surrounded by the words, E pluribus unum, United States of America, and 5 cents. Collectors treasure this particular version not just for its design, but for the flawless strike and mirror-like luster found on the rarest examples, coins that seem to glow under the light as if they were freshly minted yesterday. The rarity of the 2004 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the P Mint mark comes from its condition and die variations that few collectors have ever seen in circulation. Only a handful of perfectly preserved pieces with full steps on Monticello, meaning the architectural lines are completely sharp and undisturbed, have survived. These high-grade examples are the true treasures that auction houses fight to obtain. Over time, the demand for these nickels has grown significantly as collectors realize how difficult it is to find one in flawless condition. Even professional coin graders have confirmed that top-tier specimens are among the hardest to locate in the entire Westward Journey series. Collector demand for the 2004 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the P Mint mark continues to grow with every passing year. This demand is fueled by its stunning design, historical background, and the challenge of finding one with perfect detail. It represents a turning point in U.S. coinage when modern artistry met traditional heritage, and that combination has made it one of the most desirable modern nickels ever struck. When collectors see this coin in top condition, they know they are looking at a true symbol of craftsmanship, beauty, and history, all in the size of a 5-cent piece. But here is a question for every coin enthusiast watching right now. Do you know which 5-cent coin has sold for the highest price ever recorded at auction? Keep watching, because the answer will absolutely shock you. Now, let us talk about what makes every collector's heart race: the value. At professional coin auctions, the 2004 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the P Mint mark in pristine, high-grade condition has sold for astonishing amounts. The highest verified auction price reached an incredible figure of more than $4,600 for a coin graded MS-68 by the Professional Coin Grading Service. Lower-grade examples have also sold for hundreds of dollars depending on their sharpness and luster, proving that this nickel is far more than just pocket change. It is a true modern treasure that continues to appreciate in value. And to answer that question from earlier, The most expensive 5-cent coin ever sold was the ultra-rare 1913 Liberty Head nickel, which achieved a record-breaking price of more than $4,560,000 at a Heritage Auctions event in January of the year 2018. This legendary coin remains the ultimate dream piece for nickel collectors worldwide. For collectors who dream of finding one, there are a few tips that can make a difference. Always look for coins that have full steps on the Monticello building, brilliant surfaces without scratches, and strong details in Jefferson's face. Use magnification and proper lighting when examining your nickels, and always store them in protective holders to prevent any damage. If you find one that appears flawless, consider professional grading, because a certified high-grade coin can skyrocket in value and become a centerpiece of your collection. In the world of modern coin collecting, the 2004 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark stands as a shining example of beauty, rarity, and increasing worth. It reminds us that hidden treasures can still be found in everyday life, sometimes right in our change jar or old coin rolls. So keep searching, stay curious, and never underestimate the power of a simple nickel, because it might just be the rare gem that changes your collection forever.
Number 3. Imagine holding a simple 5-cent coin that could be worth thousands of dollars. A coin so valuable and mysterious that collectors across America are still searching for it to this very day. The 1964 Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark on the reverse is one of those incredible treasures that hides in plain sight. Many people have spent it without realizing they were passing along a small fortune. But for those who understand its rarity and perfection, this coin is nothing short of a modern legend in American numismatics. The year 1964 marked an important moment in U.S. coin history. It was the final year before major design and composition changes reshaped American coinage, and the Denver Mint produced millions of Jefferson nickels that year. Yet only a handful of these 1964 D nickels were struck with extraordinary sharpness and brilliance, the kind of detail that makes collectors' hearts race. The Monticello design on the reverse stands out with architectural precision, and when those famous steps appear fully defined and unbroken, the coin becomes an absolute masterpiece. Those few flawless examples have gone on to sell for shocking amounts of money at major auctions across the country. What makes this coin so desirable is not just its age or history, but the perfection of its strike and preservation. Most 1964 D nickels show weak details or worn die impressions, but the rare, full steps specimens are in a league of their own. These coins reveal every architectural line of Monticello with complete clarity, something that almost never survived the minting process. Because of this, collectors are willing to pay extraordinary prices for examples certified in the highest grades by the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Company. The 1964 D Jefferson nickel is a coin that turns ordinary pocket change into extraordinary wealth. Collector demand remains incredibly strong because so few flawless examples exist. Each time one appears at a major auction, it sparks nationwide attention and bidding wars that push prices to breathtaking levels. These rare gems represent perfection in minting, beauty in design, and history preserved in metal, all packed into one small but mighty 5-cent coin. Now, let us talk about what makes this coin truly unforgettable: its real auction records. The highest verified auction price ever achieved for a 1964 D Jefferson nickel with full steps reached an astonishing figure of more than $32,000 for a coin graded MS-67 by the Professional Coin Grading Service, sold at Heritage Auctions in June of the year 2016. The second highest sale was another spectacular example that brought in more than $22,000 at a Stack's Bowers Galleries auction in March of the year 2022. And the third highest recorded sale reached an impressive $19,200 at a Heritage Auctions event in August of the year 2021. These incredible figures prove beyond any doubt that the 1964 D Jefferson nickel is one of the most valuable and highly sought-after modern nickels ever struck in the United States. For collectors dreaming of finding one, here is what to look for. Examine the reverse of your coin carefully. The D mint mark should appear clearly to the right of Monticello. Look for sharp steps, strong luster, and no visible wear on the high points. If you find one with full, uninterrupted steps, it could be worth far more than you can imagine. Always handle such coins carefully and consider professional grading, because a certified high-grade piece can instantly transform from pocket change into a small fortune. The 1964 Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark on the reverse stands as one of the shining stars of the modern coin era. Its beauty, rarity, and record-breaking auction history continue to inspire collectors and treasure hunters across America. So keep your eyes open, keep checking your change, and remember, the next time you see a 1964 D nickel, you might just be holding a 5-cent coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. Number 4. Imagine holding a simple 5-cent coin that most people overlook every single day, yet this one could be worth thousands of dollars. The 1985 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark is one of those shocking modern treasures that continues to surprise collectors across the United States. While millions were minted, only a few possess the level of perfection, brilliance, and rarity that make this coin one of the most valuable nickels of its time. Many collectors have searched for it for years, but only a handful have ever held one in flawless condition. The 1985 Jefferson nickel was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, represented by the small letter P on the reverse side. This was a time when the U.S. Mint was improving its production quality, yet the sharpest, most detailed examples were still exceptionally hard to find. The Monticello design, originally created by Felix Schlag in 1938, remained the proud symbol of American artistry and heritage on the nickel. Each coin carried Jefferson's strong and confident portrait on the obverse, representing both history and progress. A perfect balance of beauty and patriotism captured in a small but mighty coin. What sets the 1985 P. Jefferson nickel apart are its unique features that make collectors' eyes light up. The most coveted versions are the ones with full steps on Monticello, meaning every single architectural line on the building's steps is sharp, complete, and fully defined. These details are incredibly difficult to find because even the slightest weakness in the strike or tiny mark can prevent a coin from earning the elite, full steps designation. When a 1985 P nickel displays these perfect steps, dazzling luster, and clean surfaces, it transforms from an ordinary coin into a masterpiece of minting precision. The rarity of this coin is built entirely on perfection. While hundreds of millions were made, only a tiny fraction have survived in top condition with full steps, making them exceptionally desirable among serious collectors. The Philadelphia Mint used heavy production dies in 1985, and most coins left the presses with soft details or minor blemishes. That is why finding one that meets the absolute highest grading standards, bright, flawless, and fully struck, is so rare that each discovery feels like a once-in-a-lifetime event. These coins stand as proof that perfection in minting is both art and luck combined. Collector demand for the 1985 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark continues to rise because this coin has proven that modern-era nickels can still achieve incredible value when in pristine condition. Many collectors who specialize in Jefferson nickels see this coin as a modern classic, a symbol of how even coins from the late 20th century can become valuable treasures when they display extraordinary quality. Every time a new high-grade example appears at auction, the excitement spreads quickly through the numismatic community, with collectors ready to compete fiercely for ownership of one of these shining gems. Now here comes the part every coin enthusiast has been waiting for: the real auction prices that have made this nickel famous. The highest verified auction record for a 1985 P. Jefferson nickel with full steps reached an astonishing $9,066 for a coin graded MS67 Plus by the Professional Coin Grading Service, sold at Heritage Auctions. The second highest sale achieved a remarkable $4,800 for another full steps specimen auctioned by Stack's Bowers Galleries in August of the year 2021. And the third highest verified sale brought in $182 for a superb MS66 full steps example sold by Great Collections Auctions. These record-breaking prices prove that the 1985 P. Jefferson nickel, when perfectly preserved, can rival even some of the rarest coins in modern American history. For collectors searching for this modern treasure, focus your attention on the details. Examine the reverse of the coin closely to confirm the presence of the P mint mark to the right of Monticello. Look for sharp, uninterrupted step lines, strong luster, and no contact marks or dull spots. Use magnification and bright lighting to study the coin's surfaces carefully, and if you find a specimen that appears flawless, submit it to a professional grading service. A certified high-grade 1985p nickel can skyrocket in value, turning a small find into a major success story in your collection. The 1985 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark stands as living proof that even modern coins can hold extraordinary value and history. Its beauty, rarity, and auction performance have secured its place among the most desired nickels of the late 20th century. So keep searching your pocket change, coin rolls, and collections, because your next discovery might just be one of these ultra-rare treasures waiting to reveal its hidden worth. A simple 5-cent coin that could be worth thousands of dollars. Number 5. Imagine holding a simple nickel that looks just like any other, yet it could be worth thousands of dollars to the right collector. The 1990 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark is one of those fascinating modern coins that hides its true value behind an ordinary appearance. Most people would spend it without a second thought, but coin hunters know this is no ordinary nickel. It is a hidden gem waiting to be discovered, with a history and design that make it one of the most sought-after nickels of the late 20th century. The 1990 Jefferson nickel was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. And this was a time when the United States Mint was transitioning into a new era of precision and quality control. Even though millions were produced, not all were created equal. The design still proudly carried the image of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, honoring one of America's greatest founding fathers, and Monticello, his historic Virginia home, on the reverse. This combination of history, artistry, and American pride has made the Jefferson Nickel series one of the longest-running and most respected in U.S. coinage. What sets the 1990p Jefferson Nickel apart is its remarkable, full steps, detail on the Monticello design. These full steps refer to the crisp, uninterrupted lines that appear on the steps of Jefferson's mansion, which can only be found on the most perfectly struck coins. When you find one with all 6 steps clearly visible, you are looking at something extraordinary, a level of minting precision so sharp that collectors worldwide chase it relentlessly. This detail turns a common nickel into a collector's treasure, especially when found in pristine, mint-state condition. The rarity of this coin becomes truly exciting when we talk about condition. While billions of Jefferson nickels exist, only a tiny fraction of the 1990p nickels were struck with the precision and preservation needed to show full steps in mint condition. Finding one without scratches, wear, or weak strikes is like finding a needle in a haystack. That rarity, combined with strong collector demand, has pushed this coin into the spotlight of modern numismatics. Serious collectors compete fiercely to own high-grade examples, especially those graded by top certification companies such as PCGS or NGC. The market value of the 1990p Jefferson nickel reflects its growing demand and scarcity in top condition. Average circulated examples may look ordinary, but mint-state coins with full steps can command impressive prices. Collectors across the United States are constantly searching rolls, bank bags, and old collections, hoping to spot one of these rare gems. Each year, more enthusiasts join the hunt, making the 1990p nickel one of the most exciting coins to look for in modern American coinage. Now, let us talk about the part that excites every collector: the highest verified auction prices ever recorded for this coin. According to verified auction results, a superb mint-state 1990p Jefferson nickel reached an incredible price of $2,990 at a heritage auction sale. Another full steps example graded MS67 sold for $1,260, proving just how desirable this coin is when it displays perfect detail and luster. Even mid-grade full steps coins have sold for several $100s, showing that this is not just hype. These are real results backed by serious collector demand and verified sales. If you are a collector or treasure hunter, here is the key tip. Always inspect the reverse side of your 1990p Jefferson nickel carefully. Use a magnifier and focus on the steps of Monticello under good lighting. If all the steps are visible and sharply defined, you may be holding a rare full steps specimen worth grading. Keep your coin in a protective holder, avoid handling it with bare fingers, and consider professional certification if it appears flawless. A coin like this can go from pocket change to a prized collector's item overnight. In conclusion, the 1990 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the P Mint mark represents a thrilling chapter in modern American coin collecting. It combines historical importance, artistic beauty, and incredible rarity, all in a coin most people overlook every day. Whether you find one in an old coin jar, a family collection, or a fresh bankroll, remember that its true value lies in its condition, detail, and preservation. Keep hunting, keep checking your change, and you just might discover a nickel worth thousands of dollars hidden in plain sight.